We're going to go ahead and get started. And the reason I wanted to meet together with all of you is that I want to really start focusing on my sixth leg, and you guys are all part of my sixth leg. Richard and I would really like to hit Presidential Diamond this year. And so we are at a point with our other legs that we can really start focusing on our sixth leg, which is great because that means that I really want to help each one of you be successful in your business. Because the beauty about doTERRA is that, in order for someone to be successful, it really requires them to dig down and help their team, which I love. That's actually, that's something I like to do anyway. I really like to reach out and help other people. That's why I love doTERRA so much. But I love that, in other words, to be successful, the best thing that you want to do is help other people be successful as well. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the resources that I have to help you be successful. And I wanted just to see, what it is that I can do to help you be successful in your business. And I wanted to share a little bit of my story with you and why I do doTERRA. So I started doing doTERRA as a business. I signed up 7 years ago, and I didn't really have much of a belief in myself to be successful with network marketing. And so I didn't do very much for the first year. And then I thought I did enough to make it so that my oils would sometimes pay for themselves. Sometimes they didn't. But I love the product. I've got to turn this light on. It's so bright. It's blinding me. But I wanted the product to pay for itself because I absolutely loved the idea of, the product paying for itself because I love the oils so much. And I wanted to be able to, let me make sure no one's having a hard time getting in. I wanted, but then I realized, okay, look, if I put a little bit of time and effort into this, I could make some extra money. And at the time, we had a desperate need financially to be successful with this because, my husband was just starting a business and it was great, but we were living off $1,700 a month. So anything like eating out, going to a movie, buying new clothes, even buying new clothes for my baby was out of the option. And, I actually look back at that time in my life with fondness. I loved trying to see how resourceful I could be just with, I found the cutest little store where I'd go get clothes for my daughter or, whatever. But, I look back at that time, but we had the need for money. And I started putting some time and effort into doTERRA. And I realized, wow, this business model works. And doTERRA is an amazing company to work with. And I realized that I could create an extra income with doTERRA. And at the time, my idea was to just create an extra $1,000 a month. If I could just create an extra $1,000 a month, that would really free us up to be able to go do some fun things every now and again. And so I started putting in a little bit more time and effort. And then I realized, okay, so I really want to be able to go big with this. I want to create an awesome income for my family so that we can really change our lifestyle. And I want to help other people do that same thing. And that's the beauty of doTERRA is that in order for anybody to be successful, your team has to be successful as well. It's not just about you, which is, I love how they've designed their compensation plan. And so I hit diamond the month I had my twins in 2012, June of 2012. And I signed up in 2010. So a little like 2.5 years in is when I hit diamond. And it was amazing to achieve that goal. And, now we really, one of my focuses and the reason I'm so driven to hit Presidential Diamond in doTERRA is that my husband and I suffer from infertility. And we want to be able for us to get pregnant, we have to do in vitro. So it costs like $13,000 each time we want to get pregnant. Just to get pregnant. That doesn't include the pregnancy itself, having the baby, going to the doctor, So for me, I really want to help those people who cannot afford IVF be able to afford it. Now, obviously not everybody, but we have a goal to be able to help 5 people a year do in vitro. And that's something that's really important to us because doTERRA is what created the income for me to be able to do that. And I want to be able to give back and help other people. So that's a little bit about my doTERRA journey and my doTERRA story. Now, when I started with doTERRA, there was very few resources for building the business. And a lot of people always say, hey, join this new company. You can get in on the ground floor. And that's great and all. But I will tell you, I really enjoy with doTERRA the fact that it's a proven company. It's not going anywhere. It's a very profitable company. You've got owners that are amazing. We've been through some really tough stuff as a company, and we've come out ahead and continued back growing like crazy. And so I love the business opportunity with it. And so I love to share that with other people and teach them how to create a residual income. So I want to show you a couple of resources and tell you about some trainings and programs that I have. And I want you guys to know that I'm always here to help you out so that you can be successful. So the first thing I want to show you is my website that I just had created. Now, if you go to the About section, you can go and see my story. I had a professionally done video that talks about if I can do it, you can do it, and just tells a little bit of my story. It's a 3.5-minute story. I'll let you guys watch that at your own leisure if you would like. But most importantly, I have a section just on building the business. So team perks and education. Hopefully this will open up. So there are a lot of trainings and recordings on my website that I've done that you guys always have access to. And the password is Jen Oldham. So JENNOLDHAM. So it's just my name. But it's great because we've compiled all of what I've done into one spot. So if you want a building blueprint and you're wanting to know, okay, how do I get started? Then you can go to this right here and it will give you some links. The Share Success program, and I have my training on here so that you can access that training. And then you'll notice I have other supplementary training materials on here. So start learning. So she's broken it up into, my website designer has broken it up to goals. So if you wanted to watch something on setting goals, you could watch how to hit your dang goals. And that's one of a girl who's a platinum on my team. And then I did one on reviewing your year to help your goals happen this year. And that's something that you could watch and apply at any time. So how to build your team. There is a training on, and we need to fill in our trainings more, but how to turn your contacts into new builders, how to invite someone to your classes, how to build during the holiday, daily activities that'll help your business grow, how to share 30 samples in 30 days, a back office overview, how to start somebody with the business, booking classes off the class. So the point is there's like a lot of really great information just right in here. And my cute little baby's only a few months old in this one video. But there's really good information for you for building your business, which I really want everybody to have at their fingertips. And I wanted to show you another, and I believe that several of you watched this at Johnna's training that she did, but watching the build guide. So basically there is this brochure that just talks about building the business with doTERRA, and I'm quickly going to go through it because I think most of you have seen it. And then I want to show you the last training that I'm doing for you. Now, if you don't have Facebook, that's okay because I can show you how to access it outside of that. So we have this doTERRA guide right here for you. Okay. Trying to get this to roll up so that I can see you guys. But basically, this is a really good business intro to doTERRA, and it's called Do You Need a Financial Pipeline? And it tells a story of a man who hauled buckets of water for a living, and every day he hauled water from the nearest water source to his village because everyone needed water, and every single day he did it, he sold out of water. If he wanted to make more money, he needed to sell more buckets of water. But as you guys can imagine, that would get very taxing and it would be very difficult, to constantly be hauling buckets of water. And if you ever take a day off, you're not making any money. And I know a lot of people have jobs like that, or maybe your spouse has a job like that, or maybe you have a job like that. And after he got tired of it, he's like, man, if I ever want to take a break, he couldn't do it. So he decided to create a pipeline, and he spent a few years diligently creating a pipeline. And the day he turned the spigot on, everything changed. He had successfully created an unlimited supply of water, improved lifestyle for the villagers and himself, resulting in an abundant financial pipeline. And I will tell you that that is how doTERRA has been for me. When I was first introduced to network marketing, I was like, there is no way I will ever do network marketing. There's no way I would ever do a company like that, because all they want you to do is get rich quick, but yet you really can't. And it's just not possible. And I kind of turned my nose up at it. And then I realized, you know what? This really is an incredible business opportunity. Why don't I give it a chance? And I will tell you, if you're ever looking, I always advise people when they're like, yeah, I'm looking into several companies. I want them to look at a few things. First of all, who owns your company? How long have they been doing this for? How long has the company been in business? Is the company debt-free? What's going on with the company? Because a lot of network marketing companies start and they don't last through 5 years. doTERRA is 9 years old this year, and they are doing better than they ever have. They've always done well, but they're continuing to do well. They're a debt-free company. They own their beautiful campus headquarters, which you can see in the picture, debt-free, and they paid cash for it. So they are doing very well, very, very well financially, which allows them to provide a sustainable company for us. And in fact, they just changed the compensation plan. They improved it. They just added a new bonus for 2 of our ranks in doTERRA, which is huge. And they're the ranks of Premier and Silver. And those are ranks that are fairly attainable. So it's amazing that they continue to do well and add to it instead of taking it away because they're struggling. And what's interesting is, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to work with this girl. And I want to say, okay, that's so great. Find out about this company. Like, how many people, or what kind of money is the person making that you're working with? Like, is she able to make money with this? Who is she working with, or who are they working with? How many people, like, what are their top earners making in this company? How many people are hitting that rank? Those are, if you were to interview at a job, you would want to know what kind of money you were going to be making, right? You wouldn't just blindly start the job and say, oh, I'm going to just work here. You would want to know that you were working for a solid company that was going to be able to give you a paycheck. And I feel that same way with doTERRA. So, what I want you guys to know is that doTERRA is a solid company, and I love training people to be successful in this business, and I have a really good track record of it. I have 5 frontline builders that do this full time. This is their income. They do not have income from any other source. Some of those are multiple 6-figure earners, and some of them are almost 7-figure earners. They're making almost $1 million a year, which is absolutely incredible. And doTERRA is amazing because, as you guys know, doTERRA has an amazing product. Essential oils are not just like a luxury. For me, they're a need. When I see what they do to benefit my family's health, there's no way that I will ever go without my essential oils because they do so much for my family. None of my children have ever been on an antibiotic. We have so many success stories with these oils, and we love them. And there's a lot of people out there, millions of people out there that feel that same way. And so, when you sign people up to use the product, we have a lot of really great programs to train and educate them on how to use their oils, and people continue to use their oils. 65% of people order oils every 3 months, at least once every 3 months. So our retention rate is really high, which is awesome because it's not like hauling buckets where you're constantly enrolling new people and replacing all of your volume. You're adding to what you already have, and you're moving forward, which is amazing. So this gives you an idea of the type of money that you can make with doTERRA. And I will tell you that I have over 150 silvers and above on my team. I have 1 presidential diamond on my team. I have 4 blue diamonds on my team. 4 blue diamonds. And I can't remember how many diamonds I have, but maybe between 10 and 20 diamonds. And you look at these average incomes. Richard and I are blue diamonds, and we are actually outliers for the blue diamond income. We actually make quite a bit more than the average blue diamond makes. But what's amazing is that we have other people on our team doing that same thing, which is important to me. I really want to make sure that people are doing well and reaching their goals that they want to reach. So I have a lot of diamonds. I don't know how many platinums I have. That's the one rank I don't have a ton of. Definitely have a few. And then I have several golds, and then I have a lot of silvers. But you'll notice the average silver makes $2,200 a month. Now, doTERRA just did something amazing, and they just added a new bonus for silvers and premiers. The reason they did this is oftentimes when you're working towards these ranks, you're feeling like, man, I'm not making a lot of money at this point, and I'm putting in a lot of time and effort. And I'm here to tell you that my jump between silver and diamond was 11 months. I hit silver and 11 months later I was diamond. But they added a bonus which will be between $200 and $300 a month just for hitting the rank of premier and silver, which I love. There is some, you have to be enrolling somebody every month, but it's amazing what they're doing to make this amazing. Now, if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this, you can totally do this. When I started this business, I had zero experience in network marketing. I had zero belief in myself, and I figured out how to do it. And so I am really committed to showing other people how they can become successful in this company as well. Maybe you're just looking to supplement your income, and that's great. Maybe you want to go big with this and bring your husband home from his job, or maybe you want to quit your job. That is great too. Whatever it is that you want to do, there is room for you. There's a place for you. And we're so excited to be on your journey with you and supporting you. So this just walks through how you make money in doTERRA, and I won't really spend a lot of time on that, but you get an idea of the average income that you can make a month. That's not a year, with these ranks in doTERRA. And there are manager, director, executive. There are 3 ranks before elite, but the average elite is making $300 a month, and then the average premier makes $600. And I will tell you that I think the average premier is more like at $900 a month now. So anyway, there's a lot of really great ways to make money, and we've done trainings on the compensation plan and to show you guys how you can make some money. So if you're sitting there feeling like, whoa, where do I even start? I'm so overwhelmed. The first thing you would do is sit down and decide what your goal is. What do you want to create with doTERRA, and why? I'll tell you why I don't quit. Somebody asked that question in January, why I don't quit. And it was a very profound question for me, because we all have days that are hard, where you want to give up. Things aren't going as well. I shared a sample with somebody and followed up with them in last week, and they made the comment, I didn't use those samples, and I really don't want to do this. I'm not ever going to purchase oil. She said, I didn't use the samples, and I'm not going to purchase these. And I thought, oh, well, I'm so glad that I spent my time and money sending you a sample that you won't even try. And it really hurt my feelings. But then later on in that week, I talked to somebody who is having a very serious health problem, like it could be life-threatening. And these oils are making a difference in her life. That's why I don't quit. It was so huge to have someone say, these oils are so beneficial in my life for this reason. And they told me why they were beneficial. And I just thought, wow, this is amazing. I am so grateful for these oils. So yes, very grateful for the oils, very grateful that they're able to bless lives. I also don't quit because I've seen what it can do for people financially. I have one presidential diamond on my team, and her name is Melody Watts. And when I met her, she was getting ready to go to prison. She had gotten into some trouble she was sentenced to prison, and she had been wrongfully accused of some things, and she was sent to prison for a few months, and she had 2 little kids. And don't worry, she didn't murder anybody. Everyone's like, what did she do? There was some things that had happened with buying a house that went bad. So anyway, the point is that she was in a little bit of a rough place. And as you can imagine, if you found yourself just getting out of prison, it's going to be really hard to find a job with a felony on your record. And, being able to help somebody like that create a rock star income is huge, because while she was sentenced to prison, and the day she got out of prison, her husband left her. He told her he didn't want to be married to her anymore, and he divorced her. So she lost her home. She lost her husband. She went to prison for 7 months. And when she got out of prison, her mom was killed in a car accident. And, here she is literally like, whenever she wanted to order some oils, she would go sell some furniture. It was kind of like, watch out. It's time for LRP to process what she's going to sell to make it so she can pay for her order. But that's how committed she was to herself, her health, and the business. And now she's making almost $1 million a year with doTERRA, which is incredible. And that's why I always like to tell people, if I can do it, you can totally do this, because I have helped people in some very precarious situations be successful with this. So it's important to set your goal. What do you want to create? Maybe you want to just create an extra $200 a month. Maybe you want to make your car payment. Maybe you want to make your house payment, whatever it is that you want to do. I would encourage you to set your goal and figure out what you want to create. And then give yourself a timeline. Like, I'd love to be making my car payment by the end of the year with this. Or, you know what? I'm sick of working. I want to quit my part-time job by the end of the year. And just figure out what you would want to do. And the next thing you would do is fill out your names list. Like, who are some people that you would want to share oils with? And if you could do a business with anybody, who would it be? And all you're doing is writing down the list. Once you do that, we take you through a launch training that I have totally pre-recorded, and it will walk you through exactly how to build your business. And you can do it at a pace that's comfortable for you. This isn't about anybody but you. And that's what's so awesome about this. So this really does just talk to you about the very beginning of doTERRA, why doTERRA is awesome. And then I always like to let people know that you've got a great tour guide on board. I'm here to help you and show you exactly what to do, because I've done this before. I mean, there was a time when I had just started out myself, and I was feeling not sure of what to do and not very confident in myself. Another thing that I offer is mentoring. If you're willing to put time and effort into the business, I'm definitely willing to help you. And I always, periodically, I'll send out a link and say, here, you can sign up to have a free mentoring session with me. So anybody that is on this today, I would love to help you figure out what it is that you want to create with doTERRA and this journey, and how I can help you. We have some Facebook groups. If you're on Facebook and you're Facebook savvy, I've put that launch training that I just showed you. There's that build guide, but then once you fill out your names list, you do a launch training, and it shows you exactly what to do with that list of names that you've written down. And that's how simple it is to start your business. Not saying it's easy. It's that simple though. And then we walk you through exactly how to be successful at this. So I wanted to open it up and see what kind of questions I could answer for you. So I will unmute. Well, just unmute yourself. And if you need me to unmute you, just let me know.
Donna, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I love hearing your story. Thanks so much for being with us today. And I wanted to see if you could maybe talk about the kind of time you would suggest for people putting in at a beginning level to help them start moving along. That, I am sure however much you put in equals how much you get back. But
yeah.
To get to certain levels, to get to maybe that first level, how much are we talking in time here? Time's a big deal to people.
Yeah. And, honestly, I've never put in more than 20 hours a week with doTERRA. And right now I'm doing about 10 to 15 hours a week. I really don't put in a ton of time. Well, I'm putting a little bit more right now because we're really working on some big goals this year. But I would say if you're wanting to get to a place where your oils are going to pay for themselves, if you're willing to put in 5 to 10 hours a week, you can really do a lot of damage with that kind of time. Good, not damage. You could do a lot of great building. We're not damaging. But, 5 to 10 hours a week, if you're really serious with this and you want to really go big with this, I tell people you want to spend 15, 20 hours a week. And, I do have some people that do this 40 hours a week. I can't. I like working really hard 20 hours a week. And then I like playing too. So I'm a work hard, play hard type of gal. And I've seen what kind of results you can get doing 20 hours a week. And so it's been great.
That sounds great. One other question. In order to talk to other people, I feel like I need to know about the products. And so we have, as you know, kind of an education group. We get together each month and try to keep learning. So do you have resources for that online to help us keep learning more about the oils and getting more confident in our knowledge to share with other people?
Yes. So I have the HLE product support page on Facebook. I also have, my Facebook or my website just launched. So that's definitely a work in progress. But if you go to the essential oil or the blog, there's information on essential oils on my blog. And then I do an oil camp. Every month we have an oil camp. And that has been huge for my beginners. And when I say beginners, anybody that's not super, super familiar with the oils, it teaches you how to use your basic oils. And then it teaches you, I feel like it teaches you how to learn, like where to go. And For me, I tell everybody, get your oils, get a book, and anybody can share oils, and we can have a healer in every home just by having oils in a book in every home.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your awesome questions. I appreciate it.
I probably have a lot more. I just wasn't thinking we'd get to ask questions. So
I love questions. I love for people to have a chance to ask. And
so can you tell us, when you talk about making a list, and what do we do with that list once we hit start? What do we do with the name?
So what you're going to do is reach out to me, and I will, or you can just go to my website. I'll go to this again, share screen. You just go to jennoldham.com, and there's the team perks and education. And there is the trainings. You click on trainings. Oh, I did this wrong. I apologize. So you're going to go to where to get started. I did that wrong. Start building. And then they have the I'm just waiting for my internet to work. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong things. So on one of these, she has host a class, time to build, launch. There we go. Step 4, launch. So it walks you through 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would go through all of these 4 things. So then she will have, she'll have, like, we don't have all 6 of them on here yet, but she will be putting all 6 of the launch trainings on here. And it walked you through exactly what to do and how to do it.
Great. That's easy.
Yes. So launch your business training with Jen. It looks like she has step 1, getting started. So she has like your videos that you want on here, or that you'll need. Week 2 is already on here. So I lied. So she has all of the videos that you need are already embedded in here. So just go to step 4, launch. So I'll show you that one more time, since I was screwing around on my own website, not quite sure what to show you. So you're just going to go to business building blueprint series and follow the first 4 steps. On to make sure that you're enrolled. Get a class set up, learn the perks of hosting a class, how to and not to invite people to a class, how to create time to build, and then how to launch your business. You're going to click begin step 4, and that will start you with that launch training.
Awesome.
And then we've got a ton of really great videos and content on here. Some of them are mine, and some of them are other really big leaders in doTERRA who have done videos. Like some of them are just on how to share a sample, and they'll have somebody that will show you how to do it. So it has all the information you want just on here. So hopefully that's helpful for you.
Yes, that's great. I have one other quick thing, and I don't want to hog all your time, but one big turning point for me personally was attending convention when I was fairly new to doTERRA, and so that's going to be coming up in a few months here, and I feel like that was a help in just boosting confidence and inspiration, and my commitment to feeling good about just everything about doTERRA, product-wise and company-wise and all. What would you recommend that being an experience that other people would benefit from?
Convention is huge. I always tell people you'll want to go to convention 100%, because it's going to just help give you a good belief in the product and then the company itself. And it's fun to be, and it's not even focused on the business. That's what I love about it. It's focused on, this year's theme of convention is you. It's focused on you, like learning more about the products. You'll hear the science of the oils. It's so fun to hear doctors get up there and talk about using the oils. I signed up an ER doctor today. I'm still so excited about it. I signed up a lot of people, but I signed up an ER doctor, and she just texted me and said, I have digestin on my tummy, deep blue on my foot, and lavender on my pillow. I'm so excited for bed.
That's great.
I know. I was so excited about that. So
yeah, that was a big boost to me. So I'm encouraging people to go. If we get a fun group together, we can hang out, and you always do a nice job of getting us all together for a party night, and it's great.
Yep. Nope. It'll be good. It will be good. So yeah, any other questions? Or is that it? I'm gonna stop recording.